Next season is about you. Okay? It's all about you, and it's nothing but you. I was just getting it's all about you, girl. On your 16th birthday. What is that from, like Phineas and Ferb or something like that? Yeah. But I'm just seeing, like, right now, like, this is all about you. Like, this season, and again, you don't have to be a woman, but it's just like this season is all about you. Okay? There is some secret that's being revealed to you, okay? Or maybe, like, confirmation, I apologize. Double confirmation, I apologize. There's something that's coming to you, some type of secret that's being revealed. 42 on my timer. That is literally gonna have you shell shocked, or I'm seeing like the world is going to be shell shocked. Like, I'm seeing Uno reverse. Like, literally something that someone said about you is being revealed about them, and it's just insane how like the tables turn. I'm getting Adele right now. Is that the word? Is that the song? Tables turning. I don't know. I'm just getting Adele right now. I'm getting like, comeback story, like how a lot of people judged her because of her weight and how she looked, even though she was and still is I haven't kept up with her, but I do feel like she still is a beautiful woman, but it's just like a lot of people judged you for the outside, and you don't have to necessarily have necessarily went through a weight, struggle, but I feel like you guys just resonate with, going through things that, obviously just wasn't, like the average norm, or, like things just people just made things so difficult for you for absolutely no reason. Okay, like maybe people try to like publicly humiliate you, or I'm like 212 on my timer, or I'm seeing like make fun of you in front, or like a boss make fun of you, or like like someone tried to make fun of you in front of a crowd, and it's just like, okay, like what was the point of that? You know what I mean? One moment, guys. But there is some secret that is going to be revealed to you that's coming into the public eye, okay? And it's going to come in a way that's really surprising for not only you, but I'm feeling this person, okay? Literally cars zooming by. It's crazy how I never have cars really come and go like that, like in this area, because I'm in a very woodsy area. But it's just like all of a sudden, every time I do readings, you know what I mean? It's just like, yeah. But I do see here that someone is approaching you, okay? This could be an ex, or I'm seeing like an ex-friend, but I am getting lover. There is an ex-lover that is approaching you, okay? Or again, like an ex-friend, an ex-family member, someone who I'm hearing did you not so nice. I'm hearing like they're repent. They have repented. They're in regret. Maybe they came to an awakening. I'm seeing like there was a conversation that was had with like a sister, or like maybe a brother, like maybe one of their sisters, maybe one of their brothers. I'm getting Capricorn for some reason. I'm getting Virgo. I'm getting Taurus. I'm getting earth signs. Maybe it also had to do with like maybe they affected like your money, or like your home. I'm seeing like I heard right on the nose, and I'm also seeing like prove it. Like someone wants you to prove, that you've changed, or someone, or maybe this person like wants to say like I've changed, and maybe you're asking them to prove it. You know what I mean? Like there's just like an energy here of like you need to prove it. And I'm also getting Push It to the Limit by Corbin Bleu. Disney Channel could be significant. I'm getting a lot of Disney Channel references, or like Disney Channel characters. Um, but I do just again see that there is someone again who's just, you know what I mean? One moment. Apologize, guys, for like all the interruptions, like between, like people's calling, or like sometimes with certain notifications, like it'll literally pause, like as I'm like talking, like it'll like mute the sound for some reason, and then like it's a weird thing. So it's just like, I don't know what's up with that. You guys could also be dealing with like technical glitches lately, but I keep getting the song, "Oh, I'm about to dive in." Oh, like, I don't know. Like, someone could just be romanticizing about you. Like, maybe it's this person, or maybe it's like a new lover. Maybe it's your current partner. But I do see here that somebody is like desperate. I'm getting like, I'm trying to think of which movie it is. 111 could be significant, but it's a Rugrats movie, and I'm thinking I maybe did Paris one. I'm not sure, but it's when Angelica was like on the hunt to find her Barbie doll, and I'm like getting like this person is just on the hunt to find you. Like they're doing whatever they can, because I'm just seeing like you're hiding somewhere. Maybe like spirit has you like in an area that, like they can no longer see you. They can no longer find you. I am getting that this is a masculine woman and a feminine, a feminine man. Yeah. I am seeing a man and a woman, but I'm seeing like they just have opposite traits of, what one would think. Like, I'm just seeing that like the roles are switched in the relationship, okay? But I'm just seeing that, maybe it was like these two people, or like I don't know if they're necessarily in a relationship, but I am getting like they're in cahoots and together of some sort, or maybe they are in a relationship, but I'm seeing like they're in cahoots with a group of people, or maybe like this is like like one or two individuals that literally conspired against you for absolutely no reason. And it's kind of just like now they're desperate because, again, like the gimmicks that they were exploiting, the black magic that they were trying to project onto you, you know what I mean? Like, they're seeing that it was merely nothing. It was merely just that, poof, gone. Okay, maybe you guys went through like a little bit of body, issues. I'm getting digestive issues. Maybe you guys went through a little bit of like, the sniffles or the flu. But it's just like these little things, these little spiritual attacks. Maybe you guys feel like no matter what you do, you can't catch up on sleep. It's just like, again, these little spiritual attacks are just literally that. And these things will never, it's not going to stop you. Okay, it may, trip you up for a bit, but it's not going to stop you. And I'm seeing like now, they're desperate because I'm seeing like maybe these other people that they looked up, like that looked up to them, that helped smear you. I'm hearing smear campaign, or like helped like, try to make you look crazy or whatever. I'm hearing these people, now they're looking at them and they're like, yo, what's up with that? You said collective was going to be down. You said collective was this and that. But it's looking like you're like that. Yeah. I see like there is like a new love connection coming in for you, or again, like maybe you guys are already in this new love connection. And I'm seeing that like you guys are like avoiding receiving this new love from this person, or maybe you're like avoiding receiving love from like new friends, whatever, however it flows, however it goes. You feel what I'm saying? But I'm seeing that you guys are avoiding, letting this new abundance come in. I'm seeing you guys are avoiding wanting to change. And I don't necessarily understand why, but I do think that maybe, you guys have been feeling like, again, like, no matter what you do, you're like, maybe a bunch of people are just like, yeah, your feelings are valid, or yeah, that's cool, like, or like, yeah, I understand how you feel, but it's just like, I don't want you to understand. I want you to like feel it. I want you to like change it, and I want you to, you know what I mean? It's just like, you want action. You're not looking for words. You're not looking for validation. Although those things are beautiful and they are appreciated, I think you guys are just tired of, it's just like, that sounds nice. It's just like, I've been here before. I'm getting like deja vu. You know what I mean? It's just like, a lot of people are just like, I think you guys need to like heal, though, this like trauma response that you guys are feeling. Okay, all of a sudden the back of my neck is like super like scratchy, and like I'm breaking out. I have like my pimple patches on. It's just like, I think, again, like, and I was getting too like a bunch of like crazy visions, and downloads, and I think I'm seeing like my aura rainbow quartz here and my selenite. I think you guys are trying to just transmute clarity back into yourself, because I think for a while you guys have felt like not in control of your own like feelings or your own body, or maybe you just feel so disconnected from God, spirit, yourself, but again, I'm getting scarcity mindset, and I did talk about this on my TikTok. If you guys would like to go and check that out, it's the same handle. But it's just like, you guys are just, again, in this level up zone. You know what I mean? Like, you guys are just trying to upgrade, but you're scared of the upgrade because you're scared that you're gonna have to leave people behind. You're scared that you're gonna have to put some boundaries up, and you're gonna have to talk a certain way to certain people. You're scared that, you know what I mean? It's just like, you're gonna have to go through all these little things and all these changes, and it's just like, it's time to put you first. Okay, it's time to put you first, because your body is a temple, and you overexerting yourself, and you constantly, it's just like, every time the battery's at like, sufficient, like, it's like when you get that like notification, like, oh, your battery is sufficiently charged, that you're good to unplug. It's just like, every time you're good to unplug, you go out and you go give the energy back again to other people. It's just like, dude, what? Now you gotta charge again until you're sufficiently charged, and you go and you do it again. 8:23 on my timer, and literally 2 cars zooming by right now. It's just like, again, when are you gonna like understand that you can't keep doing this this unplugging and outplugging thing, like unplugging, outplugging, like, I don't know, unplug, unplug, I don't know what the word is. You get what I'm trying to say. I'm not gonna keep harping on it. 8:47 on my timer. But it's just like, you guys gotta, again, just trust the process. I do see that I'm getting a, can we pretend that airplanes in the night sky are like shooting stars? I can really use a wish right now, wish right now, wish right now. Like, I think that you guys are just literally understanding that you no longer have to have this dark cloud over you. Like, it's just like this aura, like this yellow ring is now over you guys, and you guys are just starting to see the light. It's like, I can see clearly now, the rain has gone. Like, you guys are just getting into your like, oh. And I do see here, like, I do flame, like, I like to watch the flames during my readings, and wow, the eyes. And I just see like that your flame is just nice and tall. Okay, it's just nice and tall, and it's just so, you guys are just so confident now. Like, you're just standing firm. You guys are just being confidently yourself. Okay, I'm hearing confidently lost, like the fool's journey. Like you guys are just not caring about what it is. Like maybe you might feel a little anxious and you might be feel like a little weary, like okay, I'm not sure what it is, and I like maybe like I kind of want to know what it is, but I don't want to know what it is at the same time because I don't want to mess up my blessing. You know what I mean? Like that's kind of how just you guys are right now. It's kind of just like, okay, when it happens, it's gonna happen, you know. But I think like, wow, this flame is just so steady. You guys are not budging, okay? Again, with the romanticizing, like I'm seeing like you guys are just undesirable, and it doesn't have to just be because of your looks. It's just like your aura, how you treat people, that sticks. Okay, because there's not a lot of people who are like you. Okay, there's not a lot of people who give chances like you do. Okay, there's not a lot of people who care, who I'm seeing like you're just very nurturing. Okay, you're very nurturing, and there's not a lot of people who are left like that in this world. And so it's just like, maybe, you know, this person or these people thought, oh, you know, collective is just, it is what it is. They're just whatever, you know. They're just a golden retriever. They're just a lap dog. They're just nice. They're just spiritual. They'll get over it. But it's just like, no, like, you actually stand 10 toes. You're very strict, okay? You run a very strict program. I was hearing like strict business. Like you mean business, okay? Or I'm seeing like you guys could be literally, quite literally, run multiple businesses, or you just have multiple niches or hobbies that you're absolutely beautifully good at. Okay? And maybe these people, they've been watching you for a while and they're just trying to understand, why is it that collective, you know, gets all this abundance, or why is it that collective gets this and when I try it, it's not working out for me? But it's just because you're not worried about other people. You're not even checking on other people, quite literally. You're just doing your own thing. And I think that's what makes you so beautiful about you, you know? Confirmation, I apologize. I'm just seeing like right now, like you need to stop worrying about what these other people are saying, because again, or maybe like you aren't worried, but it's just like everything's about to be handled. And I am, you know, gonna reroute myself back to this new love connection. Again, I'm seeing like you guys are being a little bit closed off to new love, or again, like to new friendships because of what's been happening to you, or maybe what's happened to you, or maybe you're just so quick and defensive to just snap or attack because you're just under constant defense. Like, I've been here before. But it's just like, I just feel like again, what you're doing to yourself is just a trauma response. Okay, it's just a trauma response. This past person, they miss you. Okay, this, you know, these past people, they hate you. But quite literally, it's just not your problem anymore. And honestly, I don't even see you guys as the type of people that you're wishing malice back onto them. I think you're just kind of seeing it as like, wow, like that's really how they feel, or like, you know what I mean? Like, you're just like quite astonished actually when you hear stuff like about yourself, or like when you hear stuff about them, and it's just like, whoa, like, you know what I mean? Like, you don't wish bad on them. So like, even if you hear like that they're doing bad, you kind of just still feel bad. And maybe you kind of like are just beating yourself up for that too. You're like, why do I even feel bad for this person? but it's just because that's just how you naturally are. I do see some of you though, like you're just like I don't I actually know I don't care. I actually wish them dust. But I'm seeing it's just because you've been through so much and you're just in a different timeline of grief and hurt. But I do see eventually you're just gonna not end up caring about this person, okay? And it is good. It feelings are validated and they're absolutely like normal, but I do see that eventually we are gonna have to let this go. I am seeing a lot of justice. I am seeing a lot of truth. A lot of truth is going to be, carried into back into the light. Back into the light. Okay. I'm seeing someone's gonna have to let go of some like type of attachment. Maybe it's to a person, maybe it's to a mindset. Okay. But it's just like you're gonna have to do it with like a type of like sudden quickness, okay? Because I'm seeing if it's not done now, it's gonna happen in a way that spirit is going to do it, in which they'll make you understand. And it's like, why wait until like the why wait until the lesson is like, you know what I mean, like is so bad when you could just avoid it and ahead of time. And I think a lot of you guys are starting to come to that realization. I'm seeing like, a lot of like yoga, a lot of balance, a lot of praying, meditation. I'm seeing like again Archangel Michael, angelic. It's just someone being very like in tune with themselves, okay? And just really like it is what it is kind of thing. But I am seeing like a lot of judgment. I am seeing again like this ex-person, these past people, 717 could be significant, but they're coming into again this realization that they should have never messed with you like that. And if they're not understanding why all the karma that's happening to them is because of how they treated you, then they're about to understand later on, maybe spiritually. Maybe they think you did something to them. Maybe they think that you did witchcraft, voodoo, whatever. You know what I mean? Sent evil spirits. I don't know. Okay, these people are weird. They self-project, but they can never reflect. You feel me? So it's just like, yeah. I don't know, like it's kind of ridiculous. So yeah, but I don't know, man. I'm seeing you guys just need to take a little pause right now, or maybe you are feeling like a lot of things are happening at once and you don't have enough solutions. But I'm seeing if you just kind of take a pause and kind of just like meditate, pray on it, and like really, instead of looking at things in a scarcity mindset, like how I always tell my collective, like instead of saying am I broke, start saying like, how can I afford this, instead of, and then like when it's just like, when I afford this thing, is it bringing me, like prosperity, abundance, or is it like a liability? Like the difference between an asset and a liability is just like, okay, like for instance, unfortunately, hair, makeup, handbags, things like that, liabilities. You can't really make money back off of it unless you start doing DIY, okay, and then you are charging people for it. Because even if you are doing it for yourself, okay, if there's no investment coming back, it's still a liability, okay? And so an asset would be, let's see, I'm trying to sit here and think because I'm just like, I genuinely couldn't think, but I do, like, I was seeing like phones, okay? So I like, I wanted to like write this down, so I wrote this down for you guys. So like assets are including but not limited to okay, like your phones. Okay, you can create like content, you can resell digital products, you can use it to book clients. I use it to book clients all the time. It only becomes a liability when you just use it to consume, like, you know, watch YouTube and like things like that all day, which it's fine to do it in like increments. I do see like, I apologize, there's oh wait, all of a sudden like like my energy is like all over the place. Another asset would include a laptop or an iPad, okay? You can also use it to, you know, record content. You could use it to edit videos. You can use it to design printables or planners or learn skills like via the web. It only becomes a liability when you use it to like Netflix and chill or, you know, doom scroll on like the internet. And I have down as well like an extra space or like a corner space or an extra room in your house. You can literally use it for anything that you want to do to, that you deem, you know, fit to, again, create money. And one that's literally like the last one I have written down because it's literally like underrated is literally your knowledge. Okay, like your mind and your like what you know is everything. So it's just like, you know, if you've been through trauma, how you've healed after trauma. Okay, the car literally zooming by. Okay, that's literally confirmation for someone. Like literally like the healing you've done after trauma. If you have great math skills, if you have great meal planning skills, if you have any type of like really great strategies for anything. Okay, if you have life hacks, if you have good credit, you can pass on the knowledge of like good credit to other people. If you have like really good routines or like really good set routines, it's just like, again, like we all have things that we're naturally good at. It's just like we always like diminish or lack these, like, you know, like we put these things as like so minuscule when in reality like they mean so much. Like they, you know, like they're so impactful in so many ways, but we just take them for granted. We take them at face value. Okay, and I think right now, again, like Spirit's really encouraging you to just be so innovative and like be yourself and like pass that knowledge on to others, because essentially that is what, you know, how the world was supposed to be created. Okay, but I do see like you guys are like, again, like past people, like everyone collectively is just mirroring each other's energy and just having these epiphanies, these revelations. Okay, and everyone's realizing like the collective is exactly who they think they are. Okay, and your knowledge is the key. Okay, but listen, thank you for watching, Veil Watchers. Okay, follow and save for more. Okay, if you're interested. All right, and if you're new to my channel, my name is Keisha, the Chaotic Healer, and here you guys get to go in disguise to the eyes of the divine. I love you guys. Okay, wow, my eyes have been glowing all week today. Okay, but listen, I love you guys. Okay, and until the next one, I'll see you.